How to get business loans, even with bad credit, no collateral, or no cash flow. Most business owners go to their bank when they need money. But according to the Department of Revenue, less than 2% of all business loans come from the big banks. Banks deal with very conservative risk, and business lending is very high risk as over 90% of businesses fail within their first 10 years. The result is that 89% of business bank applications are typically denied for the Small Business Lending Index. This is also why Bloomberg says, funding a new small business? Don't bother with banks. Even though most struggle to get money, 86% of small businesses rely on some type of credit or financing for survival, per the National Federation of Independent Business. And per SBA, the major reason for business failure is insufficient capital and lack of adequate funding. And since most small businesses can't easily get money, that leaves over 9 million American businesses that need money and can't get it, according to the National Small Business Association. Are you one of the 9 million who need money and can't get it? If so, you're going to love what you're about to learn. If you're looking for money for your business, there's great news. There's actually billions of dollars to be lent to small businesses. But most of this money will not come from the big banks. The real problem isn't that there isn't money to borrow, it's that most business owners don't know where to go to get approved. All of the big banks and most smaller banks use SBA loans as their primary business funding program. These types of conventional bank loans are very hard to qualify for, as the borrower must qualify per SBA guidelines and the lender's guidelines. SBA loans are also tough to qualify for because the lender and SBA will evaluate all aspects of the business and the business owner for approval. To get approved, all aspects of the business and business owner's personal finances must be near perfect to ever get approved. To get approved for conventional loans, you must have excellent personal credit with no derogatory reported items, excellent bank credit, keeping over $10,000 liquid in your accounts, excellent business credit with a Paydex score of 80 or above. You'll need to have excellent financials that show good net profits increasing from year to year. You'll need to show you manage that cash flow good for your business and personal bank statements. And you'll need substantial collateral to offset what you're borrowing, sometimes equal to 100% of what's being borrowed. Other items you'll need to provide for approval include profit and loss, P&L statement. This must be current within 90 days of your application. Also includes supplementary schedules from the last 3 fiscal years. Current and projected financial statements. You'll also need to include current and a detailed 1-year projection of income and finances, and attach a written explanation as to how you expect to achieve this projection. You'll need to supply your original business license or certificate of doing business. If your business is a corporation, stamp your corporate seal on the SBA loan application form, and your loan application history, which include records of any loans you may have applied for in the past. You'll be asked to supply your income tax returns. Include signed personal and business federal income tax returns of your business's principals for previous 3 years. And include personal resumes for each principal who owns more than 20% of the business. For SBA loans, you'll also need to supply personal background information, your business plan, and your business credit report. Most loan programs require applicants to submit personal and business income tax returns for the previous 3 years. Supply your business overview and history, and provide a brief history of the business and its challenges. Include an explanation of why the SBA loan is needed and how it will help the business. SBA also states that you'll need your personal credit report. Here's exactly what SBA says about your personal credit. Your lender will obtain your personal credit report as part of the application process. However, you should obtain a credit report from all three major consumer credit rating agencies before submitting a loan application to the lender. Inaccuracies and blemishes on your credit report can hurt your chances of getting a loan approved. It's critical you try to clear these up before beginning the application process. You'll also need your business lease, bank statements, business certificate and license, loan application history, and proof of collateral. Depending on a loan's specific requirements, your lender may require you to submit one or more legal documents. Make sure you have the following items in order if applicable: business licenses and registrations required for you to conduct business, articles of incorporation, copies of contracts you have with any third parties, franchise agreements, commercial leases. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. As a result, most business owners struggle to get approved for financing because they and their business aren't perfect as the lenders and SBA require. They don't have collateral, cash flow, and the credit needed for approval. The great news is there are a lot of funding options outside of these conventional bank SBA loans. Alternative financing is one of the most popular options available today. You can also get private money or crowdfunding. You can even get business credit regardless of your personal situation. Most business financing available today comes in the form of alternative business financing. Most alternative sources will lend you money based on your business strengths. So as long as you have a strength, you can be approved. The three strengths you'll need one of to get approved include cash flow, collateral, credit, good personal or business. Cash flow financing is one of the most popular types of business financing today. Most ads relating to getting business financing with bad credit and no startups is a form of cash flow financing. The two most common types of cash flow financing are merchant advances, business revenue financing. To get approved for cash flow financing, you'll need to be able to show 6 months of business bank statements and merchant statements. Those bank statements must reflect that your business makes over $120,000 in annual revenue, or about $10,000 monthly. You can also get a merchant advance with $5,000 in credit card revenue monthly. You'll need to be in business for 1 year to qualify. You'll need to have more than 10 transactions or deposits per month into your business account. You can't have more than 10 NSFs, non-sufficient funds charges. You should have some sort of balance left at the end of each month. Let's look at some of the specifics for revenue lending and merchant advances. Short-term loan of 6 to 18 months. Loan amounts $10,000 to $500,000. Loan amounts equal to 8 to 12% of annual revenue. Rates of 10 to 45%. 500 credit score accepted. No collateral is requirement. Personal credit isn't a big factor of qualification for cash flow financing. If you're not currently in trouble now, such as being in a bankruptcy or having recent judgments or liens, you can get money super fast in as little as 72 hours. Approval is easy, just a quick bank statement review. You can easily renew your advance and get more money within 24 to 48 hours with a review of 2 months' bank statements once you've paid down 50% of your initial advance. You can get approved when you'd get denied with most other sources. This is just one of the most forgiving business lending options available today. Connecting with equity investors is another way you can get money for your business. They'll contribute money in exchange for a percentage of equity or ownership in your company. This type of financing is similar to what you'll see on the hit show The Shark Tank. Percentage of ownership you'll give in exchange for money is based on the total risk. It's typically 20 to 60%. This is a viable option for startups as no tax returns are typically required. The idea might be enough to attract an investor. Private money financing serves as SBA fallout financing for loans that are close but can't qualify for SBA. Collateral is required, although often only 10 to 30% of what you're borrowing. Tax returns are required for 2 years, so no startups can qualify. An executive summary is required. Lenders are looking for average credit of 650 plus. Private financing loans can be in the millions, even billions of dollars. Loan times take 30 to 90 days to close and receive funds. Interest rates are usually 7% plus, depending on risk. Collateral-based financing is another very popular type of financing you can secure for your business if you have collateral now. Acceptable collateral that can qualify for collateral financing includes account receivables, stocks, bonds, and other securities, inventory, purchase orders. Other acceptable collateral includes equipment, 401k, real estate, floor plan, and a book of business if you're an insurance agent. With account receivable factoring, you can get up to 80% of your receivables advanced to you in 24 hours, so you won't need to wait to get paid. You'll need to be in business for 1 year or more. Receivables must come from another business or the government. Rates are as low as 1.25% to 5%. If you own stocks, you can get a securities-based lines of credit. You can get approved for up to 70 to 90% of the value of your stocks on bond. Rates are as low as 2% to 3%. You'll get a working capital line of credit. Challenged personal credit is okay, and you'll still get low rates. You can also use inventory as collateral to secure an inventory loan. You'll need at least $150,000 in inventory to qualify. General loan-to-value is 50%. Thus, your inventory value would have to be $300,000 plus to get approved. No lumped-together inventory like office equipment can qualify. Rates are normally 2% monthly on the outstanding loan balance. Examples of companies that might qualify include a factory or retail store. Purchase order financing is perfect if you have outstanding purchase orders now. You can secure this type of financing from $5,000 to $500,000. You can get up to 95% of your existing purchase orders advanced. You'll be issued a letter of credit. With equipment sale-leaseback, you can borrow against existing equipment you own if you don't already have a lien. The lender will undervalue equipment by possibly up to 50% to determine a fire sale value. Major pieces of equipment only can qualify. Lender won't combine a bunch of small equipment. First and last month's payments required upon approval. You can get loans up to $2 million. You can use your 401k or IRA to qualify for business financing. Get up to 100% financing against the value of your 401k. Rates are usually less than 5%. You are basically investing your 401k into your business instead of buying stocks in other businesses. There are no tax ramifications, as this is based on proven IRS strategies. You can also get financing to buy, fix, and sell rehab properties. You'll need a 660 or higher FICO score to qualify. Recent flipping experience is also required, and you must have cash on hand to put into escrow. You can get financing for up to 65% of after-repaired value. 8 to 18% rate in a 6-month term are common. You can get commercial real estate financing from $75,000 to $20 million. Get up to 55% loan-to-value for refinances. Get 20 to 30-year loans. Rates range from 4 to 8%. 650 FICO score or higher is needed for approval. Conventional and SBA 504 loans are available. You can also use an investor of cars to get a revolving line of credit known as floor plan financing. When each piece of collateral is sold by the dealer, the loan advance against that piece of collateral is repaid. Book of business financing is an excellent financing option for insurance agents. Commissions from the book of business serve as collateral. This program is only for insurance agents. You can borrow 2 to 3 times of your annual revenue commissions. This is a long-term loan. This program is fairly easy to qualify for. References are needed for approval. You can also get financing for a graphic vehicle wrap or commercial signage. Loans range from $1,500 to $50,000. 3 to 12-month terms are available. 620 FICO credit score or higher is needed for approval. Rates range from 8 to 12%. Even if you don't have cash flow or collateral, you can still get approved for credit-based financing. With unsecured business credit cards, approval amounts from $10,000 to $150,000. These accounts report to the business bureaus, not the consumer bureaus. Excellent personal credit with open revolving credit, low inquiries, and utilization under 30% is required for approval. Approval amounts are equal to current limits. 0 to 25% APR with a 0% rate for 6 to 18 months is common. Personal guarantors are okay if your credit isn't good now. Business credit is a perfect solution for all businesses as you won't need cash flow, collateral, or good credit to get approved. No personal credit check or guarantee is required in most cases. There are no cash flow or collateral requirements to get approved. Accounts report to the business bureaus as they are linked to your EIN. You can get immediate vendor credit approval. It only takes 30 to 90 days for store credit approvals, and in a total of only 120 to 180 days you can get cash credit. Cash credit limits can exceed $30,000. This is a great catch-all for those who don't have a strength such as cash flow, collateral, or credit. Contact us today to learn more about how to get business loans, even with bad credit, no collateral, or no cash flow.